and the memories of an all-American road. Join hosts Carolyn Clifford and Mike Duffy for the 30th anniversary of the Woodward Dream Cruise.
It is a celebration of Motor City muscle. Today, we're going to see thousands of the greatest cars ever made.
They're cruising down America's first highway in the world's largest one-day automotive event. Woodward Avenue is the place to see and be seen.
Welcome to the 30th anniversary of the Woodward Dream Cruise. Thank you so much for joining us from across the country. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Now, the street behind us is Woodward Avenue. It's where young people went cruising in the 1950s and where Detroit automakers unofficially tested going from 0 to 60.
Wow, today the people who love automobiles of all kinds come together. We have crews up and down the main drag. Let's head on over to Glenda and Simon at the Papa Joe's pit stop. Hey guys.
Carolyn, Mike, 30 years of tradition, family, and fun. Unbelievable. All from behind the wheel. Welcome to Woodward Avenue. It's looking like wow right about now.
Exactly. Papa Joe's pit stop, the best place to be right now. You can see so much out here, so much history, so many beautiful, incredible cars, and the stories behind those cars are just remarkable. And we're looking forward to sharing more and more of that with you. And by the way, plenty of sunshine, no rain in sight.
Yeah, the weather is great out here, Dave.
It's another great day for a dream cruise on Woodward. Look at the beauties we got here. A little power, a little elegance, a little bit of everything. Having fun on Woodward.
Hey Dave, we are here at Memorial Park right along Woodward Avenue with a front row view of the Strip, and we are one of the more than 1 million people lined up here along Woodward taking in all the action.
And what's cool is this is Memorial Park behind us, where there are roughly 700 classics, hot rods, all kinds of cars. You are guaranteed to see one that you have never seen before. We're going to show them to you.
All right. Brad, what do you have where you are?
We're checking out Will's sweet ride here, this 86 Buick Regal. Will, show him what it can do. We're parked along Woodward, but he told me to watch my head. You find everything up and down Woodward, especially down Woodward. Guys, I'm gonna be here for a minute, so Carolyn and Mike, as I try to get back up, I'm gonna send it back to you. Thanks, Will.
Oh my goodness, you gotta love that. That's what the Woodward Dream Cruise is all about.
That is. Brad, don't hurt yourself though. Now, what began as an idea for a small car cruise for one city grew into 9 communities along a 16-mile stretch.
It has grown so much, hard to believe. Here's what inspired the world's largest one-day cruise. Back in the heydays of cruising in the 50s and 60s, Woodward Avenue was the place to be seen. Young people would cruise to the drive-ins right along the Strip.
Just wanted to drive through to see who was there and how they were hanging out and whatever, and it was great. When we were teenagers, we were hanging out with friends and we were driving cool cars.
It was that kind of Woodward Avenue nostalgia which sparked the idea to create new cruising memories in 1995.
There's a wild pink Thunderbird. Check out this one right here. Little T pickup truck, Chevrolet. Oh, we got the kids even in the back seat here. The second generation. We're just enjoying watching all the stuff go by.
A man named Nelson House had an idea to raise money for some local soccer fields by hosting a small cruise night. 250,000 people showed up along Woodward that very first year. And since 1995, the cruise just kept on growing.
Looking at Woodward Avenue, and wow, this is a tremendous sight to see. Beautiful night to be out.
WXYZ began broadcasting from along the avenue.
Tonight, Woodward Avenue is a memory lane. That's right, thousands of really classic cars. Almost 1 million people, I understand, are here tonight. So it has to be the world's biggest cruise night.
Today, 40,000 cruisers drive their dream cars on Woodward in celebration of automobile history.
The automobile is something to be celebrated. That's who we are. That's part of our culture. And Detroit's a great city. Being the Motor City capital, come here and enjoy the history.
Such a rich history, and there's so many memories still being made. Now, some famous hot rods have sped down Woodward, and we've found one of the absolute legends.
You got that right. Coming up next, it is the one and only only King of Woodward. Glenda and Simon will show you the silver bullet with a legacy that goes back some 60 years.
And a little later, we've got a custom VW bug that's got a surprise under the hood. Stay with us. We have so many classics and customs to share with you.
In the 1960s and early 70s, Woodward Avenue was a test strip for automotive engineers. GM, Ford, and Chrysler would put performance parts on test mules. Then late at night, they would drag race each other right down M1.
Now, most of the test cars were sent to the scrapyard, but Glenda and Simon have a street racer that got away. So Glenda, Simon, tell us all about it.
Mike, Carolyn, this is the legendary Silver Bullet, and fun fact about this car, it has never lost a race.
And you said it, the King of Woodward, and we're not talking about blue suede shoes. All silver shoes here, one of the most famous cars on Woodward.
The car that we're looking at behind me is the legendary Silver Bullet, the King of Woodward Avenue street racers. It's a 1967 Plymouth GTX powered by a 426 Hemi, 650 horsepower, automatic 3-speed transmission.
Chrysler engineers stripped the GTX down to 3,200 pounds, added on performance parts, and driver Jimmy Addison took it to Woodward.
Lighter the car, more horsepower, the faster it goes. The car itself was a factory test mule. They tested different high-performance mufflers on it, intakes, carburetors. Thursday nights usually was the race night. It was 12 o'clock midnight, 1 o'clock, okay, so they were able to get away with it because there's no traffic. The Silver Bullet would do 10:30s in a quarter mile consistently through 4 mufflers.
Legend says this car never lost a race, but after testing, cars like this usually went to the scrapyard.
It got out the back door somehow.
It got out the back door and sometimes sat at Jimmy Addison's Sunoco station on Woodward.
When I was 18 years old, I used to follow the car quite a bit, religiously actually. I'd go there, pump 260 Sunoco, because that was a high-octane gasoline that everybody used back then. And I tried to get as close as I could to the Bullet, because it would park there, and Jimmy would come out and say, "Hey, get away from that car."
Years later, Harold was able to make his dream come true. He restored the vehicle, brought it back to Woodward, and shared it with our own WXYZ reporter, Mary Conway, in 1996.
What did cars mean to you as a kid, and why did you want to own this one in particular?
Well, when I was 18, I used to follow this car around, and I admired it very much, and admired Jim Addison. And never really believed that one day I would own it, and today I do, and I love the car because it was the fastest car on Woodward Avenue. It was the king.
Harold looks fondly back at those cruise memories.
Oh, that was fantastic. That was our first unveiling, I believe, for the Woodward Dream Cruise, and Mary did a great job.
Now, you know it's famous when it has its own t-shirt. My goodness, Harold Sullivan with us right now. And Harold, I know when you take this baby out, you get some looks.
We do, a lot. A lot of thumbs up, a lot of pictures. It's just a lot of fun being here at the Woodward Dream Cruise.
Yeah.
I've been coming for 29 years. Wow. I missed the first one. I was in Pebble Beach, and I was disappointed when I got back, and they told me how much fun they had.
Harold, you've done some work on this car yourself, but it wasn't originally silver. What can you tell us about the original color?
The car was originally a test mule for Chrysler Corporation, and it was originally blue with a 444 barrel. Mm-hmm. And so it was supposed to be crushed, so it got out the back door by the Chrysler engineers, and it ended up in the hands of a man named Jimmy Addison. He was a fantastic mechanic and a great driver. And so what he did is the Chrysler engineers told him, you got to get it down to 30 or 2,500 pounds.
Okay.
So he took out the original interior, he put fiberglass fenders, doors, hood, and a deck lid on it. And they got it down close to 3,200 pounds. Then they put a 426 Hemi with 640 horsepower, a 3-speed transmission, and they're ready to go.
Mix of power and beauty.
Yeah, and the inscribing in the back is just beautiful. Carolyn and Mike, wish you could see this one in person.
Glenda Simon, so cool to see a piece of Woodward history right back on the app.
Hey, it looks cool through the video
It
there.
does.
And the name Silver Bullet, sweeter still. And so fun to see Mary Conway in that outfit, right, from back in the day?
Very cool. I could see you in that, Carolyn. Now you never know what you'll see at the Dream Cruise.
People love to roam the parking lots looking at everything from customs to amazing classics. Let's check in with Brad Galley. Brad, what have you found?
Carolyn and Mike, I love seeing all the movie influences on some of the rides up and down Woodward. We know Rich does too. The greatest gathering of DeLoreans we will see at the Dream Cruise, and you're the man at the center of it. Fan of the movie first or the car first, Rich?
Well, it's a little bit of both, and a little bit of John DeLorean fan as well. John DeLorean passed away 20 years ago, and we had a gathering of DeLoreans here, so we thought it would be a good tribute to come back 20 years later.
No doubt, man. It's also the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. I don't remember this one. If we can show this, a limo? I don't remember Doc and Marty working on that.
No, but that is something Doc would certainly refer to as a science experiment. This is really something that's been, it's been a long time coming. It's been a project that's been ongoing for 25 years, ever since I showed the sketches to John DeLorean at one of our conventions. And basically what he said is, if you think you can build it, go ahead and try it. So.
Where we're going, there are roads. We just need them big enough for a limo. Rich, we're going to go meet another one of your friends down here as the cars are roaring on Woodward. The DeLorean gatherings are here, and you can see no flux. The license plates always mean something. We got to check out Joe's car, and he's actually invited me in, so I get to play the role of Marty. Joe, you want to hop in? And the reason why we're hopping inside Joe's car is because, like it is in Back to the Future, he's got a special gadget in here. Tell everybody what you have in yours.
It's the flux capacitor. It's what makes time travel possible.
Hit it, Joe.
It's fluxing.
It's fluxing.
It seems that people are more excited about the flux capacitor than the car itself. They'll see the car and they'll contort themselves to get inside and take pictures of it. And I joke that I'm going to get rid of the car and just walk around with a flux capacitor on a pole, that people will be just as excited about it.
To see so many DeLoreans gathered, I asked Rich back there what he's a bigger fan of, the car or the movies. He said the car came first, but for the movies, what influence have they had on your car collecting career?
The movie had a huge influence on the car itself. It immortalized this car. I was a fan of the car before the movie, but that's obviously one of my favorite movies, and without that movie, this car wouldn't have the status that it does.
I just noticed maybe we do need to do some time travel and do some reading and, I don't know, come back a little bit richer when we see you. Joe, thanks for having us, and Carolyn and Mike, we need some popcorn, and we'll do a little light reading in the Sports Almanac.
We definitely do, Brett. I mean, can you imagine riding in that DeLorean limo?
Sweet.
What it would cost?
Fluxing all the way.
There you go. Now, there are so many places to park your classic beauty right along Woodward today.
That's right. Up next, we head inside Memorial Park, where hundreds of vehicles from convertibles to customs are on display. Alicia and Keenan have a unique story to share with us.
Plus, so many people have made an impact on the automotive industry. Still ahead, we celebrate African-American innovators and inventors and share where you can see this award-winning exhibit. All right, look at this incredible view from above. Check that out right there. This is Memorial Park, right in the middle of the Woodward Dream Cruise.
And you can see Detroit loves to show off our cars and our automotive history. Keenan is inside Memorial Park. So, Keenan, what did you find?
Hey, Carolyn and Mike, when you talk about head turners, it's hard to find anything better than a turquoise 1957 Bel Air, and that's what I found. I'm joined here by Bob, and he said when I sat here that I had to act like I made it, and let me tell you, it is not an act, it is a delight to be here. Bob, what is it about turquoise and Chevys that you love so much?
Well, turquoise is a mood color, so I feel good when I see or feel turquoise. And you put turquoise on a 57 Chevy, you get the best of everything.
And to have a drop top, I mean, what do people say? How do people react when they see you in this car?
They say, she's a beauty, and they're not talking about me.
That I believe. And you know, you've had this car. This car is literally a dream come true to you, in part because you had a 57 turquoise that you gave up for love. What does it mean to have a new one?
Well, my son says it's living my dream. This is my dream. I never thought it would happen, but here I am sitting in a 57 Chevy looking out over a turquoise hood.
And you look good doing it. And speaking of turquoise hood, look at the little Barbie back there. And yes, if you recognize that car, that is the 57 turquoise Bel Air, just like the one I'm sitting in. And I have to say, I think Barbie probably still looks better than me, but I know I look good sitting in this car. Alicia?
Oh, you do look good, Keenan. I mean, forget the Barbie dream house. These are the Barbie dream cars, right? This is a 57 Chevy in colonial cream. And remember, the 57 Chevy, these were the biggest fins Chevy ever made. And I'm a huge, huge fan. Bob Feldmeyer of Metro Detroit restored this beauty 31 years ago with someone very special to you. Who helped you?
It was my son. He was in high school at the time.
How long did it take you?
It took us about a year and a half.
Yeah, well,
I do
walk
my
us
own
through
body and paint work.
everything.
So welded in new metal and rest of the areas, repainted, put in new headliner, carpeting, seat covers.
So all the interior, everything.
Other than the door trim panels, those are original.
Now, when we walk to the front of the car here, I love the detail of not one hood or ornament, but two, and these are rockets?
They are. They're rockets. They're also, they can also spear pedestrians. You can get two at the same time.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a point there. And what is this plate on the front?
I went to Fairview High School in Dayton, Ohio. This is my car from high school.
What in the world are you doing? You were a teenager cruising in this car.
I got this car at the end of sophomore year of high school. I've had it for 58 years. An aunt of mine owned it originally, so it's been in our family since it was new.
Bob, you are living so many people's dreams and have lived their dreams all this time.
A lot of sentimental value in this car.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing it with us. That's what the Woodward Dream Cruise is all about, Mike and Carolyn. Memories like that.
You got that right, Alicia. All of the family stories. He's had that car for
Yeah.
58 years and then sharing that memory with his son. So very special.
So many dreams embodied in these cars.
Absolutely.
It's remarkable.
Now, you know, we have a street side view of the avenue.
Our Dave Rexroth is getting a ride in some of the vintage vehicles on Woodward. Hey, Dave.
Nothing like being in a gorgeous car, a classic on Woodward. This is John Schultz. Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Waterford, Michigan.
Hey, local guy, this is a gorgeous Corvette. How did you get a hold of this and how long you had it?
Well, I've had it for a number of years. I bought it from my aunt who bought it new and then drove it to work every day at Michigan Bell.
And you helped her take care of it all that time?
Yes, I did. Took care of it for many years. It was always ready for her to drive, always safe, always nice looking. And then once I took it over, then I just started coming to the cruises.
It is gorgeous. Thanks so much, John, for letting us get in here. Carolyn and Mike, what a beauty, huh?
A beautiful car.
Gorgeous,
Good find.
right? I mean, yeah, shined up too.
Dave always finds the good ones. All right, the Beetle, of course, is an iconic car. Up next, we go for a ride in a Bug that's truly one of a kind.
Can't wait to see that. Then we're going to head to the drag strip. We're going to introduce you to an 11-year-old who loves to race and a family who is so very proud to be her pit crew.
Now, they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
And the same holds true for the vehicles you see cruising out there on Woodward Avenue.
Our Alexander Bahu shows us one car that celebrates creativity and knows a little something about the element of surprise.
Okay, Ernie, hit it.
Here we go.
Forget Herbie the love bug, meet Ernie and his bug.
My car is a 1972 Super Beetle. The original version of the car came from somewhere down in North Carolina.
Ernie Miyamoto says this fun little ride has been in the family since 1985, when his dad had a vision.
It was just a beat up rust bucket. My dad was down there and said, hey, I can do something with this.
Naysayers only hit the gas on his will to find a way to transform this bug into a hot rod.
A couple people told him that you couldn't do it because the way that the cars were built and yada, yada, yada. My dad's the kind of guy, when you back him in the corner, he's coming out loaded. It's got a 572 in it, which is a big motor, 620 horse. So when you go somewhere, everybody's like, wow. You know, do you need this much? It's not a need, it's a want.
Sure, this bug may be unassuming at times, but that's part of the fun.
Once you start peeling it back and figuring out that it's not a stock one, it's a novelty car. A lot of the cars, the only thing that is actually original Volkswagen is just the outside shell of the body and a couple pieces on the floor for the body when it comes down to sit. Other than that, everything else is custom made.
A custom beauty with a little quirkiness. Just the kind of ride that turns heads out on the road and at events like the Woodward Dream Cruise.
We take it to the Dream Cruise every year. It's the best time that I have with the cars going down for Dream Cruise because there's so many people. The crowd, you know, everybody's gonna see the car. And we hit the button and these people just go nuts because they don't expect it, you know.
Not to mention the other key feature of this ride.
The wind-up key on it was to make it look like it's a toy.
It's a toy that Ernie says he doesn't plan to part with anytime soon.
It's a family legacy at this point.
It is,
yeah.
you know, and then everybody's like, you know, would you sell it? It's like, no, you can't sell it, you know. It's part of the family.
And a visual representation of the Miyamoto family's can-do attitude. When
you build custom cars, you always have that little setback. You're gonna run into a wall and go, man, this isn't gonna work. In our family, because I inherited it from my father, there isn't that wall, there's that challenge now. It's like, what are we gonna do to make this work?
Now that is priceless. Now that'll turn some heads.
Oh,
when you're
for sure.
driving and that opens up like that?
Just when you thought you saw it all.
No, that was incredible. All right, we love our speed here in the Motor City. And for many, cars are about adrenaline and acceleration, of course.
Sure are. Simon and Glenda are with the family where the racing roots run deep. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Simon.
Mike, Carolyn, the love of cars is a family affair for the Zavoyskis. Most Sundays in the summer, you can catch them on a drag strip.
It's time to meet Sophia. You are the 11-year-old behind the wheel of this junior dragster with an amazing story to tell.
Drag racing for Sophia Nova comes down to the starting lights.
Whenever the lights go on, then I just count till the third yellow light and then I go. My name is Sophia Nova and I'm 11 years old.
She's in a junior dragster. She runs 890, that's 8.9 seconds in the 8th mile, and about 72 miles an hour. The reaction time is the big key to winning the race, and she gives excellent reaction times. Super proud of her for that. Whoever gets to the finish line first without going too fast and without red lighting. You can't go too early and you're disqualified right away.
Race day is a family affair.
Everybody helps pit crew and supports her in all her racing.
My older sister, her name is Aubrey, and she's 13, and my younger brother is 7, and his name is Dylan.
Dad is the official crew chief.
He helps me put the fuel and stuff in it, and he helps me prep the tires, and then he helps do the buckles because I can't really see them with the helmet. I can't really look down.
I grew up at the racetrack, and so they also did too. And one day she just asked, Dad, when are you gonna buy me a dragster? And I started shopping for a junior dragster right away.
Safety for junior dragsters is quite intensive.
It's a certified roll cage and chassis, and she has a full fire suit, certified helmet, a head and neck restraint device that prevents her head from moving too much from side to side or forward and back. All these things help protect her from any kind of wreck or injury. It's a very family sport, kid-friendly sport that everybody loves to come out to the track and watch and cheer on your favorite drivers.
While Sophia loves the friends she's made at the track, winning is her goal.
I'm doing really good. I've been winning a lot.
She's in contestant for the championship at the end of this season because there's not that many races left, so she's been doing really well.
I like the feeling when I go, and I like it when I get to race with all my friends. I just think about beating them to the finish. I think about that the whole time. I just want to beat everybody else in the points and earn a lot of money. I do not want to do a speech at the end of the year.
Whether she wins or loses, I'm more happy for her than I ever am in the car, and I never thought that'd be possible.
All right, and this is just incredible. Sophia, you have been a part of 18 races. Talk to me about the feeling of being behind the wheel and what you enjoy the most.
I like when I hit the finish and then I let off. Then I like how all the pressure goes, like all the pressure leaves the car, and I like how the car rolls down the track just on its own.
And you're very humble. You won a lot of races too, partner.
Yeah, that is incredible when the pressure makes you better. Look at the special things. You got dad, grandpa, aunties. Is that important to you to have them support you?
Yes.
What do you want to do when you get older?
I want to keep racing and be just like Erica Enders.
Wow. Or Danica Patrick. Look out. Here she comes. Nice to meet you, Sophia.
Great to meet you, Sophia. Great job. All right, Carolyn, Mike.
Wow, she mentioned Danica. Sophia Nova sounds like a racer's name. You go, girl. What a talented young lady. We are rooting for her, aren't we?
Go Sophia. Now up next, we go back out on the avenue where Dave Rexroth is hopping the coolest rides. Good luck.
You know, true car lovers travel from as far away as Australia and Japan just to come and walk around these car shows and watch the classics cruise up and down Woodward.
That's right, the love of cars, of course, being international. Now, Brad Galley has been cruising the car clubs along the 16-mile stretch. So, Brad, what have you found?
We love that ice cream is such a big part up and down Woodward Avenue, not just on Dream Cruise Day, but throughout the summer. And Brian and Sarah, you guys are here. The kids' first cruise?
Yeah, first cruise.
And ice cream's got to be a part of it, right?
Of course. Yeah, they're opening early today for us, I think.
I like that. Enjoy the ice cream, guys. Have some fun. Thanks for spending time with us. Thank you. I wish I could wait in the line, but it's too long for me because we got to get down to business here and meet some of the guys that have gathered here in this muscle car alley. It's amazing to see the gathering of where people have come from. I'm going over the caution tape here because these guys are keeping their cars protected. Where's Mark? My friend. Mark brought this car in from very far away. You just got it. Let's get right next to it, man. Right. What's the story on this beauty that you've added to your collection?
Well, I'm Mark Deal. I bought this 1969 Dodge Coronet Super Bee last September from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada. And I had it shipped by truck 2,300 miles across Canada. And then it came over the bridge, the Ontario, the Windsor Bridge, and then was delivered to my place.
How important was it for you to have it here for this Dream Cruise this year?
Oh, very important. I did some work. I put my own touch on the car, and I prepped it for Woodward. I just love being here today.
Man, we love having you with us here.
Thank you.
Congratulations on getting
Appreciate
the car,
it.
and thanks for being
Brad.
with us. We want to take you down this row here. Look at all of the Mopar muscle up and down this lane. Hi, guys. You having fun today? Yeah. Good. We are too. We've got the Dodge law enforcement here. Where's Len? My friend. He's keeping cool. He's got his ice pack going, but he's a very popular man. Oh, you want to bring Kathy in as well? We got to bring Kathy.
Better half.
Are you coming, Kathy?
Oh, no, she don't want to come.
She gave us the stiff arm off camera, so it's up to you, Len. Share the story of this beauty, my friend.
Hi, my name's Len. I'm from Shelby Township, Michigan. This is my 69 Plymouth Roadrunner, 440.
How'd you get it, Len?
I purchased it about 20 years ago and had it for 20 years. And it's a B5 Jamaica blue color.
Yes, it is. I told you I was going to get ice cream, and you said it's okay if you drip a little on there.
Dribbling on my
But my friend, the line was too long. I couldn't
so
get
you
the
couldn't
ice
get
cream.
ice cream.
But how fun is it just seeing the different generations of kids and families coming over and checking out your Roadrunner?
These cars are, they're unbelievable. If you could find one, and finding people to work on them, and they're just that type of year,
Len,
69.
Len, thanks, man.
Okay.
Have fun at the Dream Cruise here.
Thank you.
You guys, we got to get our hands on some ice cream here because we've seen some of the young car enthusiasts out here doing it, and they're not going to drip on Len's car, but they're going to enjoy the Dream Cruise in their own way.
No, Brad, they definitely better not. People forget that people plan all year to bring their cars to the cruise.
From near and far, and on a hot day like today, you're going to need some ice cream out there, right?
Now, it's incredible, of course, what you'll find on Woodward.
I bet Dave has hunted down an incredible car, too. So, Dave, what have you spotted as you are driving up and down for the cruise?
You know, it's not just convertibles on Woodward. We're in a gorgeous Plymouth. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from.
My name is Sean Tickner. I'm from Sterling Heights, and this is my 1960 Plymouth Savoy.
And I love we got some shots of the fins on the back. Those about as big as it gets?
Yes, they're about as big as they get. And there's not a whole lot that had them that big, and this was kind of the last year that they put them that big on them.
Awesome. Why this car?
I just love it. I like the old style. There's not many. Most of the people have never seen one like this.
Right.
And it's not a normal muscle car. It's just kind of an old style family car, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, and speaking of family, everybody back here.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? You having fun in Mom and Dad's car?
Yeah.
Okay. You keep on cruising, all right?
Okay.
All right, have fun. Carolyn and Mike?
Oh, it is a family affair indeed. Gotta love it, right?
So many memories made today.
The Automotive Hall of Fame in Dearborn is honoring Black innovation and leadership.
That's right. At the museum's achievement exhibit, they're sharing how African Americans have broken down barriers to help shape the auto industry. Demetria Sanders gives us a closer look at the exhibit and those it honors.
Throughout history, Black Americans have made major contributions to the automotive industry despite facing significant challenges, and this exhibit at the Automotive Hall of Fame is making sure their stories don't go untold.
Here we have John James finally winning the right to have his own African-American trucking company.
Inside of the Automotive Hall of Fame in Dearborn, you can find plenty of history about the pioneers who helped put the world on wheels. But for some innovators, making an impact on the industry was more difficult than others.
In many cases, African-Americans' accomplishments were either blocked or usurped by their white counterparts. There was previously a lot of racism and discrimination in the industry.
In 2023, the Hall opened its achievement exhibit, highlighting the success of 19 Black contributors to the field of mobility.
When we first started on this project, our goal was simply to curate an exhibit. We were told by leaders, by people like at the Smithsonian, that you couldn't just curate it. Nobody had ever done the research. And so we did the research, we took on the hard job, and now we're telling the stories. I don't think anybody else is doing that.
The exhibit takes a look back from the 1880s all the way to 2022, featuring things like the first Black-owned equipment manufacturers to engineers and designers.
When General Motors realized that they needed one person to lead design for their corporation globally, they chose Ed Welburn, an African-American man. The first head of global design for any automotive company was an African-American man.
The effort has also allowed the Hall of Fame to look at additional Black innovators who should be awarded. Automotive Hall of Fame President Sarah Cook says in just a short period of time, they've added 5 or 6 people.
There's individuals that have been on global stages that are incredibly successful in their career, that have had that pinch me moment, and they keep coming back and saying, is this real? Am I really going to be here and be inducted into the Hall of Fame? So it's magical.
To check out the achievement exhibit, the Automotive Hall of Fame is open Thursday through Sunday. There's also a traveling version currently visiting libraries in Metro Detroit. Cook encourages the community to come out and share their knowledge.
A lot of times we have to go to personal archives to really uncover deeper stories.
At the Automotive Hall of Fame in Dearborn, I'm Demetria Sanders.
Wow, so much rich history. I can't believe they just did that in 2023. You saw Roy Roberts right there in the middle. He used to be the superintendent of Detroit Public Schools. Just amazing.
So many layers of contributions.
Yes. Well, there really is a lot of amazing automotive history right here in Detroit that you can learn about.
Up next, you'll find original Motor City muscle all along Woodward today. We'll share the special stories behind a Dodge Challenger, a Corvette, and a Ford Gran Torino.
Let's find out what we found in this garage. Here's a hint for you. There are a few beauties from across the pond. You know, 1964 was a big year for muscle cars. It was the year the Pontiac GTO and the Mustang were rolled out.
Now, here's a fun fact. If you remember the TV show The Monkees, each cast member was given a GTO. Well, legend has it, Mike Nesbeth was caught speeding in his, going about 125 miles an hour.
You mean Hey with the Monkees? That's pretty cool. Now, I wonder if any car is built for speed in Memorial Park. Caught Alicia's eye. How about it, Alicia?
Mike and Carolyn, I tell you what, people are driving history here. Look at this unrestored beauty. This is a 1931 Model A Ford pickup truck. And the Flying A service decal is one of the few things added to this because the owner here, Fred Chapman from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, loves most about this truck is the fact that it is unrestored.
It is an unrestored original, and I drive it almost as a daily driver.
How long have you been working on Model A's?
Since I was 15 years old.
Really?
And I'm 69 now, yes.
And how often have you been bringing this to the Dream Cruise?
This is my 4th cruise in the last 6 years.
And so you carried this in on a car hauler, but this thing still drives.
Oh, it did. I bring it to my my in-laws' place in Canton, Michigan, and I drove it up here, and I even took it to Harson's Island, about 300 miles round trip last weekend.
Would you open and close the door for me just so I can get the whole feel?
This is real Detroit iron.
The clank, that is what it's all about. Can you show me the engine too? Because this is all original, and that's what's so special, that they show off these vehicles for everybody to come. Now, car lovers, what would they say about this engine?
This is actually a 4-banger. It's a 40 horsepower original Model A motor, and it's got a single barrel Zenith carburetor. It's a downdraft. There's no fuel pump on this engine, on this car. The gas tank is higher than the carburetor, so it's a gravity feed.
All right, we're gonna jump back to the flatbed here because I love the fact that yes, you have some wood that has been added by a prior owner, but the wood in the bottom is from 1931.
It is. I keep water off of it, and I left it. I didn't even varnish it because I wanted it to stay original, but it's not rotten or anything, and it works fabulously. No creaks or anything when I drive this truck.
But this Woodward Avenue decal on the back, you're a true fan, aren't you?
I am. It's an added item. I mainly have it for all my friends out east that don't know what the Woodward Cruise is. I describe it as automobilia on steroids. And they said, what do you mean? And I normally take videos of it, and I have it on here so that people ask me about Woodward so they can tell them about it.
Your t-shirt, I'm that old, I'm classic. And we're having fun. Classic, old, everything's here. We are so pleased to tell stories like Fred Chapman's. Mike and Carolyn, back to you.
Wow, classic on steroids, 1931. That's still the same wood?
Same steel, same wool, same everything.
Incredible.
All right, well, the 1920s and 30s were an era of innovation after the end of World War I.
Revival-style homes were in vogue across the country, and thousands of car makers were trying to make a name for themselves.
We found a couple here in Southeast Michigan who wants to keep that time in history alive.
This Farmington Hills storybook Tudor with faux thatched roof truly showcases the style of the era. The Edward Beals House was designed by Michigan's first female architect, Emily Butterfield, in 1925.
I love the setting. I love the fact that we've restored it back to its period correct 1925. It feels like home.
Inside you'll find a love of not only the 1920s, but of the British royal family.
I am a big fan of the British family. I just adored Princess Diana.
The home's top floor holds another 1920s era surprise. An early 20th century train set delights kids of all ages. But it's what Melody and Ken Clemmer have in their garage that turns a lot of heads.
This is a 1931 MG D-type. It was known as an occasional 4 because it had a 4-seat body. And you only wanted to put somebody back there occasionally because it's really tiny. They only made 250 of them and gave up and switched to a different model after that. It's such a rare car. Anytime you take it to even an MG car show, no one knows what it is because there were so few of them.
This MG was owned by Ralph Hope, the nephew of British Prime Minister Neville Chamberlain.
Ralph was a pilot in World War II and was killed in the Battle of Britain. He never had children. His wife survived, but she remarried. But I did find a nephew of his, and he has his flying gloves from World War II, but that's the only thing he has of Ralph's. And this car.
Next to the 1931 is a 1930 MG M-Type.
It was an 18-year-old's birthday present when he got his license. Came from a prominent family near Sussex and Thames Ditton, which is very close to the Brooklands racetrack in England. And Brooklands was the place to be seen in the 1920s, 1930s. If he didn't drive the car on the track, he certainly went there to watch races.
This MG sports an interesting design.
It's kind of like an old airplane. So it's a wood frame body, it's covered in fabric, it's very lightweight, it's very flexible, so as the chassis flexes, the body flexes, and it doesn't crack the paint and doesn't crack the joints on the body. It was super light. These cars are really underpowered. They're only 847 cc. It's been extensively restored on the body, although the running gear, the engine, the gearbox, everything is still original from 1930. It just looks a lot more pristine than it would have at the time.
The Klemmers enjoy taking their MGs out for a ride, to a car show, and even the grocery store.
They're actually pretty capable cars. I mean, it'll go 60 miles an hour. Roads were terrible in the 1920s and 1930s, so they cope just fine with Michigan pothole roads. They're actually pretty pleasant to drive.
As for why Ken and Melody are enthusiasts of the roaring 20s,
I've always had a fondness for 1920s technology and architecture. There's pretty much everything we have today that's modern, but it's kind of in its proto stage.
Flapper dresses, Charleston's. I just think of just Downton Abbey. That's where my mind goes to.
I guess I'm just an old soul.
Old souls who believe a historical home, or toy trains, or cars are important to keep alive.
We learn so much from the past.
We'd really like to make sure that the history is preserved for the future.
Now that is automotive history on steroids. Don't you just love it? I think that might be my favorite story of the bunch.
A scene straight out of the past.
Oh, yeah. All right, Detroit muscle is at the heart of the Woodward Dream Cruise. Classic Chevys, Fords, and Chryslers were all born right here in the Motor City.
They sure were. So when your car makes it on the Woodward Dream Cruise logo, well, it's an occasion to celebrate.
'71 Gran Torino convertible.
It's a 1956 Corvette.
1970 Challenger convertible.
3 classic cars were chosen to represent the 2025 Woodward Dream Cruise.
Dream come true.
I've won some awards with the car, but this probably tops them off.
Very, very cool.
These classic car owners, John, Jay, and John, love their classics and the Dream Cruise.
I love the body lines. I love the hood scoop. The interior's got an old bench seat in it, and it's just a lot of fun having the top down cruising in a day like this. You can pretty much hear somebody from any state in the country, and obviously all over Michigan. You'll see license plates from everywhere.
I created it myself. I bought it rough, turned it into what it is. The last time was a complete nut and bolt on a rotisserie, and I resto-modded it as well. I turned it into a modern drivetrain with a 6.1 Hemi out of a SRT class. It's got the 5-speed auto stick, so it's got the overdrive as well. Got rack and pinion, got big Woodward brakes.
John saw the project as an outlet after a personal loss.
This was kind of my coping mechanism. I've just restored it whenever I needed to do something with it. It felt like I had a guardian angel watching me, watching everything I do.
My kids like to go for a ride. My wife and I go for a ride. I enjoyed building the car for 25 years. I've owned it for 47 years. I bought it 3 months before I got married just to get my last shot in.
Jay grew up cruising the Strip as a teenager.
Well, you look for a fast car to race. We were coming out here as my buddies from where I grew up. We'd come out here and see what we could get into and just look at all the cars and the people.
Each of these classic car owners know the Woodward Dream Cruise is something special.
We're the Motor City, M1, first paved road in America. Younger men and women are getting into it. Their parents were involved in it and grandparents sometimes, so it's just a lot of fun. Have family history.
It's the biggest car cruise in the world. The car people are the best friends you could possibly get.
It wins the hearts of everybody, and everybody reminisces about what they grew up with.
And whatever you think of it, it is a way to build community.
Oh yeah, you see them in their t-shirts, their sunglasses, they're all hanging out together.
The sharing time. All right, we'll be back with more legendary vehicles, so don't go away.
The 30th annual Woodward Dream Cruise rolls on in just a moment.
Downtown Pontiac is hosting a big Woodward Dream Cruise party, and it's the first stop on our tour of the communities along Woodward.
You gotta love Pontiac, right? Take a look at Saginaw Street from the AAA chopper cam. This is a favorite spot for car clubs to park their vehicles, pop their hoods, and show off their amazing rides. And you are sure to find a lot of Pontiac GTOs if you wander through downtown.
Just down the street is the M1 Concourse, which is a car lover's dream. It's an 87-acre playground for car enthusiasts, complete with a private track.
Now, one of the cars we know is hanging out in Pontiac today is a little Model A with a big story behind it.
That's right. Take a look at this 1930 Ford that brings back fond memories.
I have a 1930 Ford Model A. My car is named Miss Alma.
Miss Alma was a neighbor to Mike and his wife Connie.
Miss Alma was like a grandma and a mom to us. She was a real good neighbor, and she was in the neighborhood for like 60 years. So she was a pillar to the neighborhood. She wanted us to have that car, and we bought the car and named it Miss Alma. Her daughter, Janie, and her son, Bud, they were glad to see us have it. I love about it's all original. It's a mellow body. It reminds me all the time of Miss Alma. They got two names for that back seat. It's actually a rumble seat, but they call it the muzzle-off seat to get your muzzle out of your ear.
Mike loves to take Miss Alma to the Dream Cruise in Pontiac.
When I go down Woodward, I get a lot of looks. A lot of head turns, a lot of waves, and a lot of nice cars, and a lot of thumbs up. You see a lot of nice cars come from everywhere to Pontiac, and they make the loop in Pontiac and go back to where they came from, but a lot of them come up and stay. It's like a good place to be for the Dream Cruise.
This Model A is not his only classic.
Right now I'm tinkering on my 68 Mustang.
It's named after his wife Connie.
I built it for her. I bought it in Louisiana, the open field, 20 Mustangs in the field, and I bought that one, brought it back and restored it.
And while Mike has other cars in his collection,
and especially Miss Alma. That's just, I like the most. I like Miss Alma the most.
I bet Miss Alma get a lot of looks here at the Woodward Dream Cruise, right? It's
Certainly
a beauty.
turned my head, yeah.
Yeah, the color and all. So many fabulous cars to catch your attention.
Glenda and Simon are with a few vehicles that are ready to put on a little show. So how are they looking, guys?
Oh, you got to see this one. Lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Nick, this is beautiful.
Talk about going in style. Nick Claver, talk to me about this 1983 Mercury Grand Marquis. I got to say, the velvet inside is incredible.
Thank you. It's a 83 Mercury Grand Marquis. I've had the car since 2001. I'm fourth owner of it. It's all been garage built. All friends and stuff, you know, they help pitch in on it and stuff like that.
How do the hydraulics work?
The hydraulics, it's a 4-pump setup, 6 batteries. You know, you got your hydraulic, you hit the switch, the hydraulic turns on, raises the vehicle, you have a dump setup, you hit the switch down, the dump opens up, lets the oil back into the tank, and it lowers the vehicle.
I see a lot of people stopping and admiring this car. Well done. I know you put so much work into it yourself. Partner, I know you got something else to check out.
Hey, a Ride and Solo member right with me, Sherry Stillman. Yes. This 92 Mustang is beautiful.
Thank you very much. It's been my pride and joy. I'm going to be buried in this car.
And you've worked on it yourself?
Yes, I have. Not too much because I don't like oil and grease. Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I do help my husband out with it, and my husband's my builder. This has been a work in progress. It still is. After this summer, we're going to yank this engine, and I'm getting a new engine put in, and it's going to have a blower, and it's a 6.0.
Well, it's great to see you out here. I wonder how little Cadillac feels about you having a Mustang.
Hey, Caddy, you want to go for a ride? Here we go. You want to go in the rooms?
Oh, well, she loves it. Carolyn and Mike, we have a winner here.
I agree, both of them, and that lime green one. I mean, we could lean to the side.
We could totally
right
lean.
on that, couldn't we?
Have you ever heard of a car mechanic that doesn't like grease and oil? That's a first in my book. All right. Now a shout out to the RSL Car Club member for sharing a couple of their fabulous rides with us.
Well, let's head on over to a quieter stretch of Woodward in Bloomfield Township.
We made a stop on Woodward near Square Lake earlier this week. The tops were down on this white convertible with red interior. Beautiful classic cars line the parking lot of Moose Preserve. These past few nights have been great for cruising.
Absolutely. Bloomfield Township will soon be celebrating its bicentennial, if you can believe that. The township was chartered way back in 1827.
All right, not all performance vehicles on Woodward are gas-powered.
Brad Galley is with some new cars that are bound to become classics of the future.
What a spot along Woodward. You can say that really anywhere up and down the avenue, but here at Polestar Detroit, Greg Ostrowski's with us. This is a great spot to watch the cruise, my friend.
It sure is. We're super excited to have the opportunity to be here day in, day out on the iconic Woodward. It's you get to see cars all day long, but especially this weekend, so it's a fantastic position to be in.
You guys have the classics of tomorrow. We are standing in front of a bunch of EVs. What are some of the most common questions people ask you about these cars here?
You know, it's definitely going to be range anxiety. Once people realize that you don't really push the limit on the overall range every single day, it's going to be mostly charging inside your garage or outside your home or at work. And, you know, you're not going to push those limits, so that it's more about convenience than it is, you know, that anxiety level, for sure.
I love as we hear the roars come by here. We were wondering if they're going to be able to hear us. They can hear us. But what do people tell you? What do they need to know about what Polestar Detroit is doing along this avenue?
Yeah, so Polestar Detroit, I mean, our vehicles aren't just going to be tech vehicles designed to give you all the amazing features. They're going to give you all the amazing design of a future classic. So we're going to have the tech, the safety, and the range of all the best out there. And they're, in my opinion, the best looking vehicle out on the road. And people stop and ask you nonstop. You learn to read lips. What is that? Is that a Polestar? You know, so
the roars, that helps.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's an amazing thing to be able to drive and be able to represent such an amazing brand, and to be out here every single day trying to give people all the information about what electric vehicle really means for the future.
And I think we see over 30 years how much the Dream Cruise has evolved with the different looks. This, as we say, maybe 20, 30 years from now, will be the new classics.
I think so, yeah. I think we're already starting to make our mark out there. You know, everybody wants to know exactly what the brand is. You can come out here and test drive anytime you want. PolestarDetroit.com is going to get you to be able to book that and be able to drive that future classic for sure.
We're loving this view. We're loving the environment. Thanks so much for being with us, guys. We're going to check out these cars, and I'll ask them out loud. I won't just mouth the questions. I'll actually ask them out loud.
Pretty sweet, Brad. I can't wait to see some of those cars 30 years from now. And still ahead, we're going to catch up with Dave Rexroth, who is riding shotgun in some pretty cool cars today.
And we head back out to Woodward next.
Bloomfield Hills is a wonderful place to stop and watch the cruise.
It sure is. We're back to the future at the Kingsley Hotel. Now, Brad showed us some pretty cool DeLoreans earlier in the show.
He certainly did. Now, others are gathered in Bloomfield Hills. They are all part of the DeLorean Midwest Connection Club.
They are 100 members strong and love to show off their winged door cars. There was just one model of DeLorean made in 1981 and 1982. Of course, it was made famous by the 1985 classic Back to the Future.
And we love it for sure. Now, what a day to ride in a classic out here.
A beautiful one. And I think I spotted Dave Rexroth in a pickup truck. Dave?
A lot of classic cars out here in Woodward. Dan's got a classic truck. Tell us about your truck.
It's a 1958 Chevy Apache pickup truck. I restored the whole thing myself. When I got it 6 years ago, it was kind of a piece of junk, but she's looking beautiful now.
Oh, she is looking beautiful. You know what you should do? You should go on a date with us.
Oh, I should, yeah. Find me one.
Okay, I will. Carolyn and Mike, nothing like a pickup line in a pickup truck.
People love trucks. I mean, right? Back then and now.
Absolutely. I'd go on a date with that beauty, Dave. All right, sometimes classics have a mix of luxury and power.
This next incredible Duesenberg has traveled the world. Believe it. Brad is at past diners and has more on a stunning vehicle from an incredible collection. Brad.
This spot along Woodward every Saturday throughout the year, Cars and Coffee, and you can see just the variety of cars and car owners with different stories that come out to celebrate their classics. One of the classics in town here has become Stahl's Automotive Collection here. Between music, the museum, Al Rogers from the museum is here, and Tell us a little bit more about what Stalls brings to our community in Chesterfield.
Well, Stalls is located in Chesterfield, Michigan, as you said, Brad, and it's a nonprofit organization that really showcases automobiles and the music hobby as a whole. At any given time, there's 70 automobiles on display in a museum type setting. We have events on Thursday nights, a cruise in of our own. It's owned or operated per se by Ted and Mary Stahl. They're a real proponent of giving back and doing charitable things for the community, and they utilize their facility to do that in Chesterfield with the collection.
You've brought one of the great beauties that you have here. This is a 90-year-old car. Share with us what you decided to bring to the cruise.
Well, this is a really, really special automobile. It's the only one. It's one of a kind. It's a 1935 Auburn Duesenberg Speedster. Started off life in 1935 in Auburn, Indiana. In the 70s, a car builder acquired it and wanted to put his own spin on it. So what he did is he decided to stretch this car 11 inches. So he literally added 11 inches to the engine bay area. And his whole reason for doing that, he wanted to drop a Duesenberg engine into it. So it has a Duesenberg straight 8 twin overhead cam engine in it. He gained 115 horsepower by putting that engine in this compared to the Auburn engine.
The stories like that, though, if I can say with you, Al, that's what you find at Stalls. Something different around every corner there.
Unique, special, rare, one of a kind, and as Mr. Stahl likes to say, wow.
That's a good way to put it. Al Rogers with us, thank you so much. And as you can see, with all of these classics around here, so many of the eyes on Woodward are gravitating just to that. Stalls bringing so much to our community. Guys?
Wowee is right. Birmingham is quite a hot spot on the cruise route. We love it.
We love it. And there are lots of good spots to sit along the road to see high-performance cars and bona fide classics.
And if you walk over to Old Woodward, you'll find a car show with rare classics. Birmingham Shopping District has more than 300 businesses, so you can take a break from the cruise if you want, browse or get a bite to eat.
So many options. Now, Birmingham is a wonderful city, of course, to explore that cruise.
A perfect place in Birmingham for a pit stop is, of course, Papa Joe's.
We love it. Glenda and Simon, what did you find at the gourmet grocery store?
Mike, Carolyn, you can literally smell the basil wafting in the air. I mean, Papa Joe's has so much more than just groceries, in addition to the incredible people inside with the incredible knowledge of all the produce that they have in there. You can get everything for lunch, dinner, summer picnic, your choice.
Grab and go items. We've already had some, and they are delicious. They can make any meal fast, easy, and affordable.
When you come into Papa Joe's, you're gonna find a great variety of fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh meats, and our amazing gourmet to-go case.
At Papa Joe's Gourmet Market, you can do more than shop. Enjoy a hot, fresh, prepared gourmet meal while you're in the market. With over 100 options at the gourmet to-go counter, you'll find everything from soups, salads, and sandwiches to Mediterranean favorites and sushi, all ready to enjoy.
Our quality is 100%. We use the freshest ingredients.
Among the specialty items are thinly sliced chicken scallopini, stuffed eggplant, rollatini, and Mediterranean edamame salad. And did we mention dessert?
We have a huge dessert selection. We have about 15 different cakes that we have in all different sizes. We have a bunch of different mini pastries that are delicious. We also, of course, have the Italian items. We have tiramisu, we have cannolis, we have cream puffs.
Papa Joe's Gourmet Market will treat you like family.
From getting your groceries to getting a quick meal that you want, to grabbing dessert if you're running off flowers or champagne or wine or anything, you can just come in and grab what you need and you can go. We have it all ready and available for you. When you walk in, you come in and you just feel like you're home.
Now we have to say thank you for the amazing hospitality we have received here at Papa Joe's Pit Stop. Truly treating us like family. The food is delicious and the company is exceptional.
Sun is back. Time to go in for a great drink. Carolyn, Mike.
Wow, we are hungry now, guys, after looking at all of that delicious food.
So many things to enjoy.
Yes, indeed. Celebrities have popped up at the Woodward Dream Cruise over the years.
And a few of them made appearances on our broadcast before they were famous. Take a look.
Comedian Tim Allen, who went to Birmingham's Seaholm High School, talked to our Mary Conway when he came to the Dream Cruise back in 1998.
Is there a car that you own that's your favorite? Can you pick a favorite?
Boy, I have a 53 Ford pickup truck. When it's working, I got a Shelby engine in it and I got a slam but lowered, big tires on it. I spent a lot of work on it. It's probably my favorite all-around vehicle because it's fun. I love 53 Ford pickups. I love custom cars.
Stars of the 1973 movie American Graffiti reminisced about their cult classic. Paul Lamette and Cindy Williams said they love that American Graffiti still resonates with movie watchers.
People continue to get something out of the movie. They watch it over and over again. And of course, it's a great blessing to us.
Food Network star Guy Fieri raved to Mary Conway about his taste of the Dream Cruise.
All the greatest hot rods you'll ever find in this country all come together on one big weekend, out of bounds.
Get this, way before they starred on national television, Keegan-Michael Key and Mark Evan Jackson had parts in a 1999 Woodward Dream Cruise music video. Key and Jackson, at the time, were part of Second City Detroit. Key went on to several roles, including the sketch series Key and Peele, while Jackson landed roles in sitcoms like The Good Place and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And we can't forget the appearance by the one and only Jay Leno.
Jay Leno, talk about VIP here when it comes to cars. You think of this man, think of comedy too, but you love cars. You love the spectacles. You were at everything. What do you make of the Woodward
Anything that
Dream
rolls,
Cruise?
explodes, and makes noise. That's right. Well, you know what I like about this? I like the real blue-collar feel to it. Because, you know, in L.A., you got a few guys that have a lot of cars. When you come here, you meet a lot of men and women that have one car. And maybe it was their dads, or maybe their dad worked the line at GM or Ford. You know, they have a connection with the automobile. And that's what I really enjoy. I like the fact that people fix stuff in their own garages.
And I really love that we got them before they were famous.
I mean, talk about star power, right?
Absolutely.
Right here.
Did you notice all the frosted tips, too? That was very
All that blonde
reminiscent
hair.
of the time.
Tim Allen, yes. Anyway, what a trip down memory lane. Gotta love Tim Allen. And you just mentioned that, his frosted hair.
That's
Looking
right.
good, right? So many memories made over the 30 years of the Dream Cruise. We've got more ahead, including a Dare Dawn and the year I made my debut on this show. I don't have blonde tips back then. Stay with us. The AAA Chopper Cam is over our next stop on the route in Royal Oak. Dugan's is a hot spot for cruisers to watch the Dream Cruise from its second-story windows, and the place to dig into that famous Big Chief burger. Yummy, yummy.
Yummy. Now, just down the street, the hoods are up and the cars are the stars. Hundreds of cars are lined up in Memorial Park. It's a popular spot on this stretch of the cruise.
Keenan has been hanging out there all day long.
That's right, Keenan. What caught your eye?
Carolyn and Mike, I'm here with a car that is a real head turner. It's not one that you'll often see. I'm joined by Joe Cox from Waterford, and this is his 1965 AMC Rambler Marlin. In fact, not only does it have Rambler on the hood, if you look, it even has that Marlin right there on the hood ornament as well. Joe is here to give us a tour around this car. And Joe, this is a lot of work. This thing is a lot of chrome.
There's a lot of chrome on this car and a lot of stainless steel that you have to keep polishing to make it clean and make it look good.
All right, let's take a look at the inside because it's absolutely beautiful. And how much work did you have to do to get this car looking like this?
I did a complete restoration on it about 5 years ago.
All right. And as we look at the inside, what are some of the original elements here?
Well, one of the things that AMC had is AMC had a different dash. It was different and unique from Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, and the rest of them. I have a optional tissue holder. The car and the motor has a push bag for the washer, and it also has a pneumatic or a vented windshield wiper for the windshield wipers that make them move. Nothing's electric with that.
Nothing is electric.
Everything goes through air.
And I love the fact that it has that original Rambler R on
it, and then the Marlin on the dash. The other thing that's unique to this is the seats fold down, So this started back with AMC back in the late 50s. A lot of the Ramblers and Nash had those seats, which makes it unique.
This is absolutely gorgeous, and the styling as well, as we take a look at this swoosh here of the hood right on down to the back.
The roof line goes all the way back to the trunk, and then around the windows you have the swoosh with the chrome, the stainless steel pieces. The other thing that's unique is they call these quarter windows. The windows don't go all the way down. They stay a quarter of the way up. That's unique.
Now, out of all the cars in the world, what made you fall in love with this AMC Rambler?
I used to have a 68 GTO. Loved the GTO. My father-in-law has a Rambler, a Marlin, same color combination, except I have the bench. He had that. I fell in love with it then. One of the things I like about this car, rides nice, it's beautiful, and it's unique.
Okay, so your father-in-law has one of these. Whose is better?
I think mine is better.
All right. Now here I am causing trouble, Carolyn and Mike. Family discord, but you know something? Everyone in the family is a winner because there are multiple of these AMC Ramblers in the Coxon family. Guys, back to you.
That's good trouble.
That is good trouble. We love it, and I'm sensing a theme with those teal cars, Keenan. All right, we want to shout out the Royal Oak Fire Department for helping us out today. Now, the folks at Station Number 2 made sure our team at Memorial Park could share all these car stories with you.
Emergency responders all along the Dream Cruise route are crucial to keeping this a safe and family-friendly event. So thank you to all of you who are out there, especially in this heat. Let's go back out now, street side with Dave Rexroth. So, Rexy, what are you riding in now?
Nothing like cruising in a big old Buick, and this is a big old Buick. We've got Madeline and Oz Zamora. Oz, tell us a little bit about the car.
Well, it's a 1960 Buick LeSabre convertible, which you don't see a lot of. This was actually the last year that Harley Earl had a hand in the design of these vehicles. He retired in '60, but in '59 he was head of the interior department at GM. This was the entry level, which was the LeSabre, then came the Invicta, and then the Electra, which was 4 inches longer.
Very good. I appreciate it. We got to go. Thank you guys for the ride. Madeline, tell everybody hi.
We love Channel 7.
Well, we love you guys, and we love Dream Cruise. Carolyn and Mike.
We do love Dream Cruise. Rexy, thank you. See you guys. Now, AAA shares Detroit's love of automobiles. Of course, Dave Campbell from AAA joining us right now.
Dave, what's so special about AAA's connection to Woodward Dream Cruise and the automobile?
Well, you got to remember, AAA is about the automobile. It's actually in our name. So us being able to participate in the Dream Cruise every single year, you can come right over to our branch just up the street here in Birmingham. We also have an activation down the road. We're always excited to participate.
So we got to ask you, how is AAA lending its support to the Woodward Dream Cruise, especially when we're talking about your AAA roadside assistance program? That's important.
Yes, we have all types of vehicles all along the Dream Cruise, just in case some of these cars are a little bit older. Sometimes they need a little bit of help.
Oh, yeah.
And we're there to help them. But if people need to charge their cars, we have charging cars. We can help move their cars, anything that they might need all along the Dream Cruise.
And I'm going to guess a lot of people need some help today. Tell us about the AAA event come September.
Yes, we have an event on September 13th. You're going to be able to come out to our facility in Dearborn. It's called the Auto Expo. We have it every single year. We usually have about 300 cars that show up. People come out, have a really good time. We have food, music, all different types of fun and events for kids. You can also come out and get some of these toadies there as well.
Good deal. Last question, most important. What's your favorite car?
My favorite car is a Ford Mustang.
Ford Mustang. I like it. I like it. No doubt.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Berkeley is a wonderful stop on the cruise route. Of course, how does root beer float from A&W Sound? Our cruise made a stop there. This week, they pulled in alongside the classic cars for a bite to eat.
There are so many great spots along Woodward. Check out the AAA Chopper Cam in Berkeley. At Vincetta Garage, you've got to have a pretty special car to earn a front parking spot.
The popular restaurant started, believe it or not, as a gas station. That was way back in 1919, which made it the oldest garage east of the Mississippi. The restaurant owner has kept a lot of its car history alive, so it's a place where classic car owners like to park their rides.
And of course, they have to have a Vincetta burger or one of their delicious pizzas while they're there.
Now, Channel 7 has been broadcasting from along Woodward since 1996.
Incredible. Now, it's been quite a ride with so many Channel 7 personalities contributing to this special.
It is always fun and always special for sure. Let's take a look back at some of the best memories we've made over the years.
tonight, Woodward Avenue is a memory lane. That's right, thousands of really classic cars. Almost 1 million people, I understand, are here tonight for what has to be the world's biggest cruise night. It is 8 lanes of memories from Ferndale to Pontiac.
1996 marked Channel 7's first Woodward Dream Cruise broadcast, hosted by Guy Gordon and Dick Purton. Of course, showing off classic cars was always front and center.
We have something for everybody here, and they are all out. They've been out all day long. This is a 54 Cadillac. Her name is Maybelline. Isn't she gorgeous? One thing about the Dream Cruise, you can always find something to go with every outfit. I've already picked out a 55 Ford. Isn't this great?
And then there was the year Adair Don challenged sports director Don Shane to swing dance.
Go ahead, Connie. Does she have insurance?
In my Dream Cruise debut, I paired up with my first co-anchor at Channel 7, Eric Smith.
Hi, we're here in Pontiac, boy, and it is a party going on here, isn't
I
there?
tell you what, hey, some people think Pontiac's the end of the Woodward Cruise. Carolyn and I happen to think that this is the beginning of the Woodward Cruise.
You got that right, Eric. I'm looking at a show car lot filled with hundreds of classic beauties out there. I mean, you can stroll through there and see anything you could ever imagine buying as a classic car. They are beautiful.
Of course, it was also fun to do a little dancing with Dave Rexroth in 2004. Along with watching the cars cruise Woodward, crowds came out to wish Diana Lewis a happy retirement after 35 years at WXYZ.
This is one of the most wonderful days of my life. This is absolutely spectacular. The people have been wonderful. You're here now with so much love, so much support, so many well wishes. I can't say it enough. I thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
So many wonderful cruising memories. We love having you ride shotgun with us each and every year.
Truly incredible.
My, right?
So many greats have made their mark, Carolyn, and I really liked the cat eye glasses. I think
Did
you
you
should
love
consider
them?
that.
And what about the poodle skirt?
All of it.
All of it.
Let's
All
bring
of
it back. Okay, now, of course, it has been our pleasure at Channel 7 to broadcast the Dream Cruise along Woodward for 30 years.
Oh, it's been amazing. And joining us right now is WXYZ and WMYD Regional Vice President and General Manager Mike Murray, and one of the best bosses around. So why do you think the cruise means so much to so many people?
It really does, Carolyn. I mean, this is the auto capital of the world, right? And everybody's connected to the auto industry in one way or another. But it's so much more than the cars. I mean, the dragsters, the 50s, the 60s, the autonomous vehicles, the electric vehicles now. But it's the 9 communities all having a party. And it's about the people. And each one a little different. Friends, family. And people from all over the country come in right now, right? I mean, the airport, the people that are out and walking Woodward Avenue from all over the United States, it's just electric. And it's uniquely Detroit.
Absolutely.
And speaking of across the country, Channel 7 shares this special across the country. How big is our audience?
You know, it is big and it's getting bigger every year. I mean, it is so great to have this, you know, following the draft and seeing all the spotlight that has been on our city, but now to be able to take the Detroit message around the country. We are in about 90% of the United States. Our special syndicated show, LA, Chicago, New York, all of our script stations. I mean, it's great. And to be able to shine a light on Detroit, the people, the stories, I know we're all so proud of that. We love it.
So proud of it. We
It's
do
great.
love it. So what do you hope the viewers take away from watching our amazing special?
I think I hope they take away a sense of pride, you know, and I know we all feel that, but just how special Detroit is, how we can be advocates and promote it. And I think that's what's so nice about it, that every community makes it their own, and it's special. And it's uniquely Detroit.
It is uniquely Detroit.
It is.
Yes, indeed.
And we love to see that spotlight on Detroit. Mike, thank you so much for doing
Thank you. Thank you for doing this. It's a great day.
No, this
Great
is
day in
awesome.
Detroit. Thank you so much.
Now we're bringing you more car stories straight ahead.
Coming up next, we've got a custom car that's turning heads all over town. We talk with the designer of this beauty. Coming up next, you don't want to miss it. Our next
next stop on our community's tour is Huntington Woods. This stretch between 10 and 11-mile roads is a wonderful spot on the cruise route.
Huntington Woods is home to the Detroit Zoo and Rackham Golf Course. It's a family community with beautiful homes. Now, there are some car folks who love to get creative with their classics.
Absolutely. Christiana Ford introduces us to a car designer who has changed a four-door sedan into a two-seat sports car. Check it out.
Before this hot rod was turning heads on Woodward, it was born in this Metro Detroit garage, custom built, polished, and packed with personality. It's a 1957 Imperial Crown sedan.
That was the jet age.
But it is like none you've ever seen.
This plaid is from a Volkswagen camper van.
The hot-rodded custom car designed by Murray Path, owner of Path Designs in Royal Oak.
I wanted to build the car that Chrysler never built. So it was kind of I'll go and rewrite my version of history. What if they had brought a luxury touring two-seat sports car to the market? What might it have looked like?
So he took the four-door, 19-foot-long car, took the top off, cut it, and turned it into a sports car.
I love tripping up people and twisting their minds when they see it and they go, I know that car, but it's not that car, and that car never was.
It took 4.5 years with friends to make the dream come true in a 2.5-car garage in Royal Oak.
I say it was built in the hot rodding spirit because it was built by 10 buddies. And everyone was a volunteer. You know, the spirit of the group created something that none of us alone could have ever done.
The hot rodding spirit and appreciation of cars, Path says, lives through the Woodward Dream Cruise.
It's the biggest melee of automotive passion out there. I love it that it's not tied down to one thing. It is just, really, it's only tied down to whatever you can put a license plate on.
Just one of more than 500 cars the designer has transformed over the years, gaining worldwide attention. And still every year, he looks forward to cruising down Woodward.
It's a real thrill, it's a treat, and it's an honor that, I don't take lightly, because we want to be able to pass this whole enthusiasm, this whole love, this whole hobby, all these skills onto the next generation.
So important to pass the love and the knowledge.
I think those skills are going to continue for a long time.
Yes, indeed. So many people are out here, are passionate about their cars. They join car clubs for the camaraderie, and it becomes a family event.
It sure does. Nobody knows classic cars and local car club culture more than our next guest. Let's see who stopped by the Papa Joe's pit stop. Glenda, Simon?
That's right, Carol and Mike. Some pretty special cars out here. We're just getting a treat to get up close and personal with Ron and some of these amazing cars. And Mickey York, you're here with Cruise and Media too. You've been admiring these cars. Tell us what's catching your eye now.
Well, this certainly does. You don't see many Auburn Boattail Speedsters rolling up and down Woodward, especially from 1936. Such a sexy car, and the craftsmanship from 1936 is amazing. They call it the Boattail because of the rear end. It looks like a boat, but just the metal fabrication that went into the fenders alone, it's hard to believe, and they were doing it this well so long ago. It's awesome.
Yeah. And now we get to admire it on the 30th anniversary, and I know you guys have another car to talk about right here to our left.
Yeah, look at this. This 1970 Camaro Z28.
Yes, so Mickey, I know you. We go way back, man,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So I know you have a classic.
I do. I have a 1962 Impala Super Sport that was my grandmother's. It got out of the family. I tracked it down after she had passed away and restored it, and then was in an accident with it that totaled it. It broke my heart. I couldn't let it go, and we rebuilt it. So that was out here last night. We were up and down enjoying the Dream Cruise a little bit. We had a good time.
Yeah, and what's your best part about the cruise?
I'm a car guy. I love seeing the cars, and I love seeing everybody's individuality expressed in their automobiles, and the fact that you can see something you've never seen before out here. You see some crazy stuff, you see some brand new stuff. It's a lot of eye candy to take in, and I just gobble it up as every chance I get.
Mickey, tell us about Cruise and Media and what's in your garage.
The 62 Impala Super Sport's my garage. That's the only one I can afford right now. But Cruising Media, we are cranking out 6 issues of the magazine per year. We're online. We got a YouTube channel, so we got a whole lot going on. And our Dream Cruise special is out and available on the streets today and tonight.
All right, well, gentlemen, Ron and I are about to hit this street.
Bring it back, Glenda.
Yeah, thank you. Carolyn, Mike?
Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Glenda. Simon, talk about eye candy. Wouldn't you love taking that one home?
Sexy cars,
Pretty
to
sweet.
be sure.
Now, you know, any car owner would be proud to have their car showcased in the pages of a magazine, but what if it landed on the cover and there were famous Detroit athletes sitting in the front row seat?
Sounds like a dream come true. Well, Peter Maxwell has more on one classic car owner's dream come true.
I'm Peter Maxwell in New Hudson, and it's the 30th anniversary of the Woodward Dream Cruise, and this is the Ford Fairlane that was featured on the Sports Illustrated cover. You might see its owner this weekend, Ryan Talaga, cruising down Woodward, showing off his beloved classic.
For me, it's not all about the cars, it's about the people you meet along the way.
You could say it was a match made in heaven for New Hudson resident Ryan Talaga, a diehard Lions fan and classic car enthusiast, and you could say it runs in the family.
Both my grandfathers one worked for GM for over 30 years and the other one worked at Ford. So definitely a lot of automotive heritage in my family.
But seeing star Detroit Lions player sit in his 1957 Ford Fairlane 500 convertible with a powder blue interior for a Sports Illustrated photo shoot last year was the cherry on top for this lover of classic cars.
Never would have imagined that it would have been on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine last year.
His car was seen by hundreds of thousands of people online, and Ryan says one Detroit Lion even wanted a car just like his.
Aiden mentioned one day, I'd love to have something like this, which of course would definitely be something I could see him having in his garage.
Since then, Ryan's car has been seen at Autorama in Detroit, even striking up conversations with younger car enthusiasts.
I love being able to bond with the younger kids. The younger generation aren't really as involved in the older cars as some of the older generations are, and I hope that's a hobby that we can change that and get more younger people involved.
And with the 30th anniversary of the Woodward Dream Cruise this weekend, Ryan remembers some of the times he went with his father down to the Dream Cruise.
Been in many different vehicles with my dad. I remember going in his 1959 Nash Metropolitan. I definitely remember those days, or it could have been maybe in my dad's 59 Cadillac, which I was very fortunate enough to drive at the age of 16 and going to many car shows, so it definitely runs deep in my family.
Pleasant Ridge is our next stop on our Woodward tour. The yogurt station is a very pleasant place to stop on the drive down Woodward.
The community is just a half square mile. There, you'll see beautiful homes in all styles of architecture. More than 100 homes are over 100 years old.
You'll also find 5 parks. It is a lovely place to take a drive.
Up next, car clubs and crowds line the avenue.
We check in with Alicia and Keenan. They've just found a few unique rides you definitely won't want to miss.
Ferndale is home to hundreds of Mustangs and Broncos during the Woodward Dream Cruise. We love hearing the rumble of those ponies.
Yes, we do. Last night I had the honor of hosting the official Woodward Dream Cruise ribbon cutting event. We celebrated the 60th anniversary of Martha Reeves and the Vandellas' hit single, Nowhere to Run.
Now, it takes the efforts of 9 communities and a lot of volunteers to make this cruise happen.
We spoke to Woodward Dream Cruise President Michael Larry about why this event is like no other.
My gosh, it's been 30 years since it started, and look where we're at. Who would have imagined that would be what it is today? And what we're anticipating is over 1 million people and over 30,000 muscle classics, modified, everything in between, everything that's fun and everything that's on wheels. Being that we're in the Motor City, Metro Detroit, Southeast Michigan, it's all things automotive. It's all about being proud of where we're from, where our roots are, and celebrating everything that is about the automotive industry. You bring your family, you get to share stories about when you were their age, about your first car that you ever had. Today, Saturday, August 16th in downtown Ferndale at 9 Woodward, we had the Mustang Alley and also the Bronco Corral, plus live entertainment, kids play zone. All the fun things you can do is in downtown Ferndale. Everybody has something common when it comes to the automotive industry, about a car that you grew up in, that you shared your life with, when it comes to your family, your friends, when you cruised Woodward when you were a kid. It's all stories to be told. And in the past 30 years, that's why we're here still, is because the fans and the automotive enthusiasts keep this going, keep the engine running.
Today is truly a celebration of the incredible car culture here in Metro Detroit.
Let's head over to Keenan and Alicia, who have a few unique vehicles to share with us right now. Keenan, Alicia?
Carolyn and Mike, I have fallen in love. Take a look at this 1956 Corvette. It is an absolute head turner, but it wasn't always like this. This was literally a junkyard find back in 1965. $550 is what you could get this for. I have the owner here. This is Herman. Herman, come tell us a little bit about this. Again, 1965 junkyard find. Did people think you were crazy when you bought this?
Very much so. Yeah, they couldn't understand why I'd buy this, where you buy one running for $1,000 or so.
What condition was this in when you found it?
No engine, no transmission. The front end was all smashed. The grill was all twisted. And I put it all back together. Got parts here and there.
And right now we were just looking at that engine. It is stunning. The chrome is glistening. How much love and work have you put into this?
A lot. This is I built the engine myself, even down to, I even actually machined the block. So it's all my own work. Put it all together. It runs pretty good.
Not just pretty good. You took it to the track recently, right?
Yep. Ran pretty good. 12.5 seconds, 110, which isn't bad for an older car. It was a lot of fun. Want to try one more time before I got too old.
All right. And we look at this, and right now it is an absolute stunner. You've owned it for 60 years. What do you think when you see this car?
Well, I really like it. It's nice when it gets attention because other people like it too. So it made it worthwhile.
All right. Herman, thank you so much. And if you're looking at this color, gorgeous. This is Hugger Orange. Every car here has a story, from the frame up, including the color. Alicia, you have a beauty too.
Oh my gosh, we are having so much fun today because you have that bright, wonderful orange. We have midnight black here. And what's so special about this Chevy 66 Innova is the love that this owner has for this car. I want to introduce you to Richard Voss. He is of Birmingham, but you grew up where?
I grew up in Springfield, Illinois on Route 66.
Oh my gosh, you even got the sticker there. Do you take this puppy on the road?
We'll take it all over the country in past years, all the way from Texas, Kansas, Alabama, Georgia, all the way up.
And you've also done some hot rod tours?
So hot rod power tour is 5,000 crazy people like me going around the country looking at cars. It's unbelievable.
When I look at this car, I see you got a cue ball shift in there. I mean, how fast have you gotten this guy on the road?
Well, I don't drive fast. About 80 is probably as far as I'm going to go.
All right, that's respectable. As we dip down here, you were telling me that one thing you love about this car, the sleek lines and the paint job. Why?
It's straight as an arrow. People will see it. It's straight. There's no waves, no ripples. Just you can see your face in there.
It's like a mirror.
It's a mirror. It's deep.
Oh my goodness.
That's what people like about paint.
Getting your kicks on Route 66. Richard been coming here for 20 years at the Dream Cruise with all of his friends who sit in the little chairs there under the shade. I love your story, Richard. Mike and Carolyn, this is what it's all about.
It truly is. All of the wonderful stories. Thank you, Keenan and Alicia. You know, cars can connect us to so many heartfelt memories just like that.
So many. Jolie Sherman shares us the story of a man, his wife, and their 1986 Mustang.
That's Mark Rosowski's 1986 Mustang.
About 15 years ago, I bought it. I found it on Craigslist.
And it's a car he holds close to his heart. In fact, he was driving it the night he met his wife, Rachel, in 2010.
We actually met on a dating site, and we met for dinner that night. And, you know, it was just something we always did together. She grew up around cars like I did, and it was a big part of both their lives.
His Mustang is more than a car. It's a collection of memories and milestones.
Normally the whole week before Woodward, we'd be out there every night cruising around, just, taking it all in. It was always car stuff going on during the summer.
The car has also been through life's ups and downs, including the time it was stolen in 2013, just a couple months before his son was born.
I had it parked in my driveway. I had an 09 Bullet Mustang parked literally right behind it. And I got up to go to work, and I opened the front door and the car was just gone. I still remember Rachel thought I was having a heart attack because I went calling for her.
But 3 days later, police found it sitting in an alley in Detroit, although it was missing several key parts.
They stole the whole drivetrain out of the car. They took the wheels and tires. They took all the rear suspension.
The plan was to rebuild it, but that came to a screeching halt in 2019 when his wife was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer and passed away the following year.
She'd do anything for anybody. She definitely had a big heart.
After some time, he decided to fix up the car to honor her, and he didn't do it alone.
We kept that honor after she passed away from pancreatic cancer, and we built her beauty.
Rosowski's father-in-law, who owns Smitty Hot Rods in Tecumseh, helped him, and together they won first place at the Detroit Autorama this year. Now Mark tells me this will be the first time his Mustang will be at Mustang Alley in Ferndale since it got stolen. And that was something he and his wife did together every year. But what sits in this shop is more than a Mustang.
It's not just the cars, it's our lives. Sorry. You look at your cars, it's where you were at that point in your life.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. All the sights, all the sounds, what a great ride today.
Absolutely. The 30th annual Woodward Dream Cruise, sadly, is coming to an end. Let's take one last spin down the cruise route. Glenda, Simon.
You know it's a great one when the tires are almost as tall as you are.
Yeah, this year's cruise did not disappoint. So many great memories, so much fun we had out here.
Yeah, wonderful history. Keenan, Alicia. Glenn and Simon, it has been a magical cruise through history here at Memorial Park. 700 classics.
That's right. About 100 years worth of automotive history here, and each one of these cars has a story of love, labor, and in many cases, strong family bonds.
And what's so cool is we can still hear the rumble from Woodward Avenue. You can almost touch those cars. We're right in the middle of it. Brad?
We have been cruising up and down Woodward. We thought it'd be perfect with Kevin giving us a ride in his 77 Chevy. How better to illustrate this beautiful avenue than making a Michigan left and getting out? I'm going to get out here, Kevin. Thanks so much, my friend.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. He's been coming to this thing for 20 years. Hi, guys. And I just want to run and show you, there's nothing more iconic about this than this sign right here. The most iconic roadway in all of America, Woodward Avenue.
All the beauties you could ever dream of on Dream Cruise. It has been another great cruise here on Woodward. Carolyn and Mike.
It sure has, Dave, and when you see all these generations out enjoying Woodward together, it's easy to imagine the Dream Cruise going for another 30 years.
Absolutely. It's been amazing. Thank you all for taking a cruise with us. Goodbye, everybody.